Do you like medieval fantasy? Do you like magic? Do you like shows that have swords and bows and magic and stuff? Do you like 200-year-old lollies? Well, if you at least like one of those, introducing to you Sengoku Youko.
Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, guys. I want to reach 1 million, so please subscribe. Okay, thank you.
Where it has all those characteristics and more. Really vibrant and interesting character cast. A world that has actual in-depth building to it. Animation that is as smooth as a butter. With no CGI. With fight scenes that are just so hype. And a seemingly slow burn story about a guy that starts out weak and likely builds his way up to get stronger, which is so refreshing just from all of those isekais that's being pumped out every season with this generic freaking main character protagonist that starts out so freaking OP at the start with no effort at all. It's also probably one of the best animes that I've watched this season, and it is downright underrated. Not just from the score, but also from just how much people are watching this currently. And to explain Sengoku Youko simply is basically about our protagonist, Shinsuke Hyodo, where he's someone that came from a really poor background, for he was a farmer boy back then, and he wants strength, so he seeks for it. And sometime later, he meets these two OP bastards, a 200-year-old freaking child and some OP demi-human guy. And these two explain their ambition on why they're setting forth on their adventure, which is basically to revolutionize the world, to change it in a way that could have significant changes be marked in likely history, which could mean them battling the entire world and all that opposes their views on how it should be. And Lolly is actually a Katawara, which is like some kind of yokai or god, has like magical powers. And the companion that she's got can like use her power to be freaking OP and be furry Power Rangers for 1 second. And so with the motivation of wanting to get stronger, the MC basically just clings on to these two, and because they're good guys and good guys don't kill people, innocent people, they don't just kill this guy and let him do his stuff. And these three journey on together to this world that's full of magical creatures that could probably kill them at any time, and bad guys that have like really insane OP magical powers that like could probably block bullets from the modern era. They also have guns too, so that's an extra dangerous factor to take in. If they couldn't be even more dangerous enough. And let's be honest, I know some of you out there are also tired like me of those shows that have such an edgy plot. It's just so exhausting to watch, you know, where you want to watch some more lighthearted content, but those type of content is kind of boring sometimes, where there's no thrill, there's no action. Sengoku Youko manages to balance its edgy themes while still be edgy or serious themes while still being this lighthearted show that you're able to enjoy in a casual manner, which some shows just struggle to replicate or like deny or avoid at all costs, merely delving into one particular genre, it just being either too edgy or too wholesome, because there is something that is too wholesome, and it's the boring wholesome, you know. And out of the many that I've personally watched and rated, I just really don't get this score because it's not that popular, and it also has a really low score. It has a 6.9, and it getting a 6.9 and it not just being some random meme the fandom made is fairly weird, right? There's only 2 reviews right now and they both seem fairly decent. they don't have any complaints. They actually recommend this anime. Granted, the anime only just started, but for it to get a 6.9 score, which is, if you don't know, is typically within the range of trash anime score. You could find anime like Kingdoms of Ruin in this tier list. Literally, Kingdoms of Ruin is within the range of 6, and it is on par with it, with quotes, with Yoko, which I just fully disagree with, because I'm a general viewer of this anime, and most of the rating on my anime list are from a general standpoint. And for once, this is the first time that I've disagreed with the score on my anime list, because this typically is where I base off what I'm gonna watch. Because sometimes if an anime gets an 8, for example, that's typically gonna be fairly solid. I'm gonna watch that crap. I'm probably gonna enjoy it. If it gets a 7, maybe it's a 50-50. I'll probably enjoy it, but it's not a guaranteed watch for me. But when it gets a 6, it's gonna be trash. And for an anime that seems to be fairly decent, fairly solid, like Sengoku Youko, I just don't get it. Maybe the anime just skipped out on some few manga content that's fairly essential or like iconic to the Sengoku Yoko franchise, and the fandom got kinda angry and rated it a 6.9 because the manga has a fairly good score. It has a 8.19 score, which is what I'd personally rate this anime. But yeah, that's a whole can of worms, I guess. But this anime is fairly solid, and so I encourage you to watch this and maybe prove to me that it is not that good. Maybe I'm just blinded by the really nice animation, because there is no CGI here. The story is fairly decent too. So that's enough rambling. This anime's underratedness. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching. Maybe subscribe if you want. Come on. Nudge, nudge. Wink, wink, please. And sayonara. Bye.
Bitches, Femboy Friday, Femboys by my side, they be looking so kawaii. I don't care if you don't like it, hey. Femboy Friday is the best. Femboys nuzzle on my chest. Got my Felix body pillow, about to take that bitch to bed.